News flash, Jay Powell does not work for the stock market. He doesn't care if the Dow plunges 764 points, S&P plummets 2.49%, or the NASDAQ nosedives 3.23%.
The House of Pain.
He only cares about price stability, or more specifically, the lack of price stability. And as far as he's concerned, the stock market is part of the problem. I'm not saying the Federal Reserve has a secret plan to crush stock prices. At least not any more than they had a secret plan to boost stock prices during the worst phase of the pandemic. The market's incidental and collateral. What the Fed cares about is the economy. They heat it up when it's too cold, and they cool it down when it's too hot. Right now, it's too darn hot. Jay Powell's doing everything he can to beat inflation. So the idea that the market would rally after his comments yesterday, and, they were rambunctious, his comments. I know him. I mean, those were angry comments, done in a sotto voce way, but it should never have rallied. What we're seeing today is the meltdown we should have had yesterday. There was some sort of bizarre delay after the press conference, as if traders were so busy shopping for the holidays that they forgot about the market until after the close. Other than a few offhand comments about how we've gotten a couple of decent inflation numbers, Powell could not have been more clear that he is not thrilled with what's going on here. That he's not just trying to stabilize prices at these levels. He wants to roll back the price increases from the last couple of years. He's not merely looking for the consumer price index to come in lower than expected. He wants it just plain lower. Think absolute, not relative. In his ideal world, he wants you to go to the supermarket and see kind of the same prices we saw 3 years ago, or at least prices you'd expect if we had only had 2% annual inflation since the start of the pandemic. And you and I, who go to the supermarket, know that's not true. He wants to see plenty of used cars selling for low prices. He wants to see those funny stick guys and men that blow in the breeze. He wants more of those guys, and they go like this and stuff. He wants vacation. He wants vacant homes, something that might be a stretch given that we heard from Lennar this morning. They're simply not building many new homes, and not many people want to move from their existing homes. I hadn't thought of this. I read the Lennar call. It's so easy to realize. They don't want to move from their existing homes because they got those incredibly low mortgages, low interest, and they'll lose them if they move. So the low houses, the lower-end homes are taken, which brings me back to the stock market, which is what we care. This is not used car market home. This is stock market home. Jay Powell knows the most effective way to fight inflation is by putting people out of work. But he knows he can't cause mass layoffs overnight. Other than a few people on his staff, Powell doesn't have the power to fire anyone.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.